Hey there. Welcome to Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. My name is John, and I am sitting here in the sipping den, real nice, right? This place is beautiful down here. And what do I do here? What do I do on this channel? This is a one-stop shop, my friends. You don't have to go anywhere else. Why would you? I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol, and if that isn't enough, coffee reviews on Sunday. World famous. What do I mean everything has anything to do with alcohol? Well, I mean every type of beer there is. Anything related to beer, right? I do seltzers. I do brandy / cognac, rum, cordials. I do gin. I do vodka. I do tequila. I do Scotch whiskey, Indian whiskey, Japanese whiskey, Irish whiskey, American whiskey, flavored whiskey. What else do I do? Rye whiskey, moonshine, every kind of wine you can ever even start to think about. And then my coffees, regular coffee from all over the world, from the grocery store, from everywhere, right? From simple to exotic, decaffeinated, instant. I got it all. And I got one of the most extensive, up-to-date playlists on YouTube. That makes it nice, because then all you have to do is look at the playlist section. I got everything, whatever you're looking for, man. You're looking for scotches, boom. You're looking for Cabernet Sauvignon wines, I got the boom. Whatever it is, right there, done. I also do mixed drinks, cocktails. I don't even know what I do. I do so, if it has anything to do with alcohol, I do it. And coffee, all right? And I do it with half my taste buds tied behind my back. And every video, what is the first comment? It's pinned, it's mine, and it has a link to the playlist to whatever I'm reviewing. I make this so simple for you. So just give me a sub. That's all you got to do. If you want to hit a thumbs up and give me a comment too, well, that's even better. You know I answer them all, right? Yeah. All right, so today we're doing a bourbon. And I like to give my shout out. And this is to a guy, if you've watched it, Jeff, a man of distinction here on Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. He has earned that title. He has loaned me so many bourbons. He's a connoisseur. Whatever he gets, he makes sure I try it and review it for the channel. He's been involved in the industry for years. He's met some of the most iconic people in the industry. I love him to death. Personal friend, Jeff, man, you are the king. So what are we doing today? Wathen's single barrel. Personally selected Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 47 alcohol by volume, right? The ABV, that is 94 proof. Okay, Charles Medley Distillery. Let's look at it. Let's take a look at it first off. All right, take a look at it. Square bottle, right? Big old cap on it. It's got some indentations, if you can see it, so you can grip it real nice. All right. Kind of a old-time looking label right here. It's got some information. What else does it have on it? Well, single barrel. Always nice. Always nice to have a single barrel. Hand bottled. 6/11/2020. Holy smokes. Oh no, 20. What am I? Holy smokes. It was just bottled. It just turned 2022. Barrel number 7682. All right, well, single barrel. It's always interesting, right? Always interesting. Because everyone's different. Yeah, every single barrel is different, right? Blanton's is all single barrel. Damn. Pour a little bit of this magic in there. Oh, hell. I dropped the top. I'll get it in a minute. All right. There she is. Oh, yeah. Now, what do we know about this? It runs about $40, $45. I'll say that's an average. Somebody might say, I got it this price, I got it that higher, low, whatever. It's at 40, 45-ish. All right. Charles Medley Distillery, I've already said that. Wathen Medley Family, they have been distilling. They're in the 8th generation now. Okay, they have been doing this since 100 years before Prohibition. Mashbill, which is also known as the recipe. Yeah, mashbill. If you hear mash bill, just think of a recipe. 77% corn, that's high. So it's a nice high corn. 10% rye, 13% malted barley. So the barley grains, the malted barley grain, is higher than the rye. It's going to make it interesting. They're on their 7th and 8th generation, all right? This, Sam Medley and his dad Charles. And Charles is the master distiller. I think they aged their bourbon 6 to 9 years. It's quite a range. Oh! One of the last independent family-owned distilleries in Kentucky. That's true. You think Jim Beam, obviously. Beam Suntory, they bought Maker's Mark, right? Angel's Envy is owned by Bacardi, and on it goes. But this is still owned by the family. Right? They're on the 8th and 9th generation. That's cool. They get a little something for that in my book, whatever it is. At least a mention. Congratulations. I like that. All right, so we see the color. And now we will smell this beautiful libation. It definitely, two things jumping out, and that is a baseball card bubblegum smell and a cereal grain smell, like one of those healthy cereals that has like oats and barley and wheat, right, and all kinds of stuff, and you put the milk in it. It smells like that cereal. Bubblegum and cereal. And definitely a corny, almost like, and I've heard another reviewer use this term, but it fits on this one. It's kind of a dusty corn smell. Definitely a chocolate going on. And that's about it. I'm surprised I'm not getting more nuttiness because malted barley a lot of times will bring out chocolate nuttiness. And I am getting the chocolate, but I'm not getting the nuttiness. Let's see if we're getting on the taste. Now, you know my first sip, right? It's going to be an acclimation sip, so this ain't going to count for anything. Very important to do that. Kind of numbs the, you know, when you don't swallow that whiskey for at least 10 seconds, what you're doing is you're acclimating your mouth to the whiskey. You're actually numbing the pain receptors in your mouth, opening up those taste buds wide open for the flavors without the burn. As long as it's burning, you're not tasting it. It's an important first step. Now we're going for the taste. Yeah. Tell you, it's a lot different from a normal, or what I call regular, a bourbon that has the regular suspects. And the regular suspects is always that up front brown sugar, maple syrup, you know, just that sweetness. This is good. That's one of the things I like about bourbon. This doesn't necessarily have that. This initial taste is more like the grains, like the definitely corn / graininess. It's got a lot of corn, unlike a Scotch would have, but it has more barley, which is what most Scotch is mostly made of, over the rye. And it's definitely changed that taste. It's got sweetness, just not, it's more on the back end. as opposed to hitting you right away. It hits you afterwards, kind of on the finish. The finish also has a combination of the sweetness and the bitterness of the wood, the tannins. And not the tannins are bitter, it's a drying out effect of the tannins, but there is a bitterness from that oak mingled with the sweetness, kind of odd. I like it if you want something that's more dry and not as sweet as what I would call what most bourbons usually are. Get more of a grain, more of a mixed grain. Get the corn by itself, but you also get a grainy thing going on. A little bit of chocolate. You know what I'm gonna do? Pour a little more in here. Add a little water. And I'm in Kentucky, so I got the Kentucky limestone water, baby. Yeah, that's all you need right here. Just go put a drop. Yep, perfect. All right, just a drop. We'll change it. We'll find out. Yeah, it did. Because it's taking a lot of the bubble gum away. It's bringing out the sweetness. Right now, it's becoming what I consider. It's still very corny and very grainy. And I love the smell of corn. I love the smell of grains. This isn't a bad thing at all. It's the sweetness a little more now, a little more intense. Bubblegum very light. Now I'm getting more of a cherry chocolate note. So pour out a little fruit. It's amazing what some water will do. Okay. I like that. Water's brought out like a mild, kind of a mild sweetness. It's like if you had a good grain cereal, like I talked about, and you sprinkled a little bit of sweetener on it. Whether it be sugar or Splenda, whatever your favorite sweetener is on that cereal before you eat it. So, I'm liking that. And definitely, again, the dusty corn. It's not bad. So, that's my review of this. A little different than most bourbons that I have, and I've had a lot. But not bad, not in a bad way. This isn't bad. I like the difference. It doesn't fit the normal profile 100%. But it fits a nice profile. It's a nice dry, just enough sweetness, enough cereal. The kiss of chocolate, the kiss of oak, the kiss of fruit, especially when I put the water in it. A little more on the sweetness with the water. So a cube would do the same thing. Ice tends to close some things up, but it also brings out the fruit more. Right? I did some research on it. So there it is. So I'm enjoying it. I'm going to sit here and enjoy it and finish it up. Like I like to say, I'm going to do a video. I really love my sipping room. I love it down here. And I'll do a video when I'm done. I still have a little more to do. A little bit of expense involved with finishing it up. Not a big dag. It's going to be no problem. But it's going to take a little time to work. I'm doing all this 90% of it. Well, not the hell with it. 100% of it. I'm not kidding. So far by myself. And I'll show you it all. When we do a video. I've done it all. And I'm looking around. So it's pretty interesting. It's nice. I'm loving it. It's the best barn in the area, in my opinion, down here. It's a great place to come, man. I got a lot of stuff to crack. There's whiskey all over the place and wines. It's nice down here. So thank you for being here, everybody. Don't forget the sub, right? To your one-stop shop here. If you want to hit thumbs up and comment, it all helps. It all helps. Right? All helps the channel. You know, I'll answer you back. I answer everything back. Yeah. So I'll see you on the next one.